Hello, Legal Shield family. This is your servant CEO, Jeff Bell, speaking to you from Mr. Stonecipher's office here in Ada, Oklahoma. I'd like to spend with you just 5 minutes strong, talking a little bit about how to be happy. And in fact, maybe we should start with things that happy people don't do. Here's one. Happy people don't check Facebook constantly. At a red light, in waiting rooms, in public restrooms, before bed, when you wake up. I'm telling you that we should all just admit it. It's a slippery slope. It's an addiction in many ways. And quite frankly, it's called social network, but I don't think it's social. I think it's antisocial. I mean, it can also lead to people becoming really in a bad mood. Number one, we know that one of the 7 deadly sins is covetousness. And by constantly stalking people and watching people on Facebook, all you do is build up a resentment like their lives are so perfect. First off, let me be very clear. Their lives aren't perfect, okay? That's just how they're being represented on Facebook. Life is a lot more complicated and interesting. If you live it yourself, most of the time, people don't feel happier when they're just aimlessly scrolling, is the thing that we need to be thinking about. When you're in a happy state, here, just check it. You're not doing Facebook. When you're feeling happy, just challenge yourself. Live in the moment. That's the key that I would say. And research always backs this up. The fact is, a recent study, even by something called the Happiness Research Institute, said that Facebook users are 39% more likely to feel less happy than non-users. So anyway, take a break from Facebook, find some happiness. Second thing I'll tell you is I believe that happy people don't forget to take a break. If you're just constantly scheduled and you're always late for a meeting and you're running between one thing or another, you're always stressed, how can I get it? Can I make it on time? Can I get there? If you feel a sense of rush and panic before you even begin your day, you got a problem. Happy people, they know how to sort of pace things. They know how to sort of schedule out their time so that there's a natural rhythm. They know how to say no to non-essentials as well. Start your day by majoring in the majors. What are the big rocks, the things that really matter to you, your faith, your family, your friendship? Yes, and with work, do the same thing, break it into chunks. What are the major things that need to get done, not the busy work? Take a few moments also every day to just kind of recover, rejuvenate, just a deep breath. Just find a little inner peace, just a pause. And just find a little bit of personal time so that you can reflect and just try and chill out a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not being lazy when you're recovering. You're restoring a little bit of centeredness and some energy. That's key, I think. So your breathing matters. So find a way to sort of just in through the mouth, out through the nose. Another thing I can tell you is that happy people don't hang out with complainers. We talk sometimes, who wants to be around a whiner? You don't want that, right? So happy people find ways to hang out with happy people. You want to spend time with people that are positive, that are can-do. Look, it's not like a lobotomy, like La La Land, like you're like, I think everything's happy even when it's difficult. Life is difficult. The issue is, what do you do with your attitude? If you hang out with people that are always complaining, then, it's like the air gets thick with negativity. And, it's like this pity party. It starts to compound, where do you stop complaining? There's plenty of things that we can complain about in this world. Am I right or am I right? But that's not the point. The point is, by getting into the negative, you actually draw down your energy level. And you're not really ever going to find happiness. It's not like you complain long enough through to the other side and find happiness. It doesn't work that way. Another thing I'll tell you is I think happy people, they don't assume that everyone is out to get them. This is a big deal. Now, I'm not saying that everyone's paranoid if they think this way, but don't let it get to paranoia. When you think that things don't work out the way that you want them to, that it's someone else's fault, that concept, it's again back to when we say, don't blame others. Live a life of responsibility. That's the key. Set a reasonable expectation, not too high that we'll be disappointed. But then if things don't work out, take a moment, reflect, figure it out, own it, and find a way to get a little bit better. I will tell you that happy people do celebrate each other's success. If you haven't signed up for Legal Shield Associate Success, get on the closed group, ask to join, you're going to be accepted, and then see the positive goodness that is coming with the Legal Shield lifestyle. The lifestyle is an attitude. Yes, people are advancing and progressing, being promoted. They're making more money as they protect and empower people. But people rarely talk just about the money. They talk about just the joy of living a life that has a fulfilling purpose to it, which is protecting and empower people with Legal Shield and with ID Shield. So make sure that you carry that over into every part of your life, that you're always talking positively with others, that you're always giving the thumbs up. And I bet you what you're going to find is the more you reap, the more you sow. That's 5 Minutes Strong. My name is Jeff Bell, and I promise you, I am just getting started. We are Legal Shield, and the best is yet to come.